up? What's up? Welcome to Devoted to the Journey. I'm Augustina Soluna, and on this channel, I bring you channeled messages from the divine, angel card readings, energy readings, and a bunch of other things. I am just starting this channel, so if you've made it here today, I am so grateful for you. First and foremost, this is a new channel, and unlike anything I've ever done, but I'm super excited to get started. I'm also an intuitive life coach, and I am building out a magnificent program I'm super excited to start sharing soon. As many of my readings, channelings, etc., it's just like, you need to do a reading. The divine's just like, let's go. Hey, we got a job for you. This is what you signed up for, so get your stuff ready. Let's go. So that was my message for today. So today I'm gonna just go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna be using 2 decks from Kyle Gray. I always like to credit my sources and show exactly what I use. So I've already, angel guide, oracle guide, or angel guide, oracle book, and I have these angel prayers. So March has been crazy, right? Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, all the things. And today is the spring equinox. It's a very big manifestation portal today, and the start of Aries season, March 21st. It's March 20th right now as I'm recording. But just know that whenever this message finds you, it is for you. But if something is not resonating with you, then do not make it fit. If it doesn't fit, then let it fly. Out your mind, fly like a little birdie. Okay. Right away, the angels want to come through very strong. Okay. Their energy is always very like, it still sweeps me off of my feet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just ground for just a moment. I'm gonna take a deep breath, and you're more than welcome to do this with me. Take a deep breath in through our nose. We're gonna close our eyes, and we're just gonna imagine that ray of golden light coming from our earth star to our soul star. We're gonna let it out. Okay. All right. The first message that I'm already getting, no cards involved. Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron is bringing us an abundance of manifestations at this point in time. It is up to us whether we take action on our so-called manifestations. We, as humans, use manifestation, the word, a lot. But manifestation without action is just a dream. And though the universe wants you to have everything that you want, there is a direct correlation between what you choose to do and what you choose not to do, because all humans have free will. So with loving kindness, Archangel Metatron wants you to understand that it is not about manifestation. That is honestly the end game to the beginning of what we want to create and cultivate in our lives. So the first step is to be getting clear and having a clear vision of what you actually want. What does your soul want? Not what does your family want, not what does your job want, not what does this old dreamer, what the message that I'm getting right now is there's a lot of things that are falling away, and I'm seeing a lot of waterfalls around. Possibly somebody in New York is gonna come across this, the Niagara Falls. Okay, so you know how it's in, I've never been to New York or the Niagara Falls, but I just know that it's, in my mind's eye, I'm getting waterfalls all around. Like, it seems like it's a 360. And so I feel like there's a influx of emotions, and so waterfalls to me and water just in itself signify emotions. So there's this bridge moment where it's going to collapse in, and so the message is to get clear, because the water is going to eventually turn into that rushing river, and then it's going to turn into that little stream, and then that stream leads to the ocean of opportunity. So that's a beautiful message. Thank you. That is the message. I was like, ooh, that was powerful. Okay, thank you. I'm feeling a lot of throat chakra blockages. Anybody who's coming on here is feeling like they can't say something, or they want to say something, but they haven't said it. I think this has a lot to do with the self. I think it's a realization that possibly you've been thinking or ruminating on. This, yeah, it's a self-limiting belief. It is a destructive self-limiting belief. And what the angels want you to know right now, specifically there's guardian angels for the specific person that's coming across this is a moment of truth, and you have to say the thing out loud. You have to just say it, and once you say it, once you speak it out loud, it brings a new tone. It brings a new tone into your vortex. It brings a new tone that can, when you hear it, it rings differently. So it's like me saying something bad about myself that I'm thinking, but then I say it out loud, and then I'm just like, wait, that's really mean. No, I don't believe that. But in your mind, it seems perfectly fine. But when you hear yourself say it out loud, it's really not. It's mean. I feel like there's a lot of people who are having very high critical critiquing going on. It's repetitive. So the one thing that you can do is learn how to meditate. And if you don't know what meditation is, you can contact me. So behind me, I have my IG. It's August_Solutions LLC. I am in the middle of a revamp for my website. I might change to a different platform, that doesn't matter. And then I do private readings, and if you go to my website, August Soluna LLC at glossgenius.com, you can find all of that in my links in my YouTube channel. But you can you can book your private one-on-one session. I do energy cleansing and healing and all of the things, and life coaching, spiritual coaching, all of the things. So thank you. Okay, I've already seen a card. Let's get into a message. I've seen Trust the Universe card twice. Just ahead, and oh my goodness, that was awful. That's embarrassing. Both of those just flew out, so I'm gonna keep those. Is there another card from this deck? No. Okay. Those two are the ones that wanted to come out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle these ones, and then we're gonna place those there. Another message for the collective. So this has to do with the March equinox going into this one. Okay. See, this one's much better. This one? No, okay. I don't know what was going on with the other one, with the other cards. Ugh. My hands are really small too, so it's always been really hard for me to shuffle angel cards. Tarot cards are really small, but I don't read tarot for people. I only read tarot for myself. This one? Yes. Is there another card in this deck? No. Okay. I just forgot what I was saying. I work night shift, so It's been really hard for me to sleep sometimes, but also the energies have been crazy. All right, I had 2 cards come in. Okay, so, oh, I love this. All right, the first card that came in is Romance and Connection. So this is, equivalent? That is not a word, okay? Oh my gosh, ADHD is ADHD. It's like tune into a higher dimension, something about that. Okay, Romance and Connection. Sorry for my silliness. This is just how I am. I'm so sorry if it's annoying. But I annoy myself sometimes because I can't get my words out. I'm still working on my throat chakra too. This is my throat chakra. Oh, it's Mercury retrograde. Hey, I have an excuse because Mercury retrograde is with my communication right now. Okay, Romance and Connection. I believe that we are in a period of time where connection, not just romance, these connections are going to be coming in. I feel like a lot of people now, especially with everything that's going on in the world, we have not only lost connection, but one of the most saddest statistics that I've came across is the epidemic of loneliness. And I believe we're shifting. You know, it's not all death, doom, and destruction as we see it on the news and everything like that. What I'm saying is, I know we are coming to a period of time where we are going to be in connection. And this card just tells me love. This is the Lover's card for me in the tarot. This yellow energy is also telling me about people coming into their own power, their solar plexus, and people coming into a time of union. So these could be sacred unions as well. And what I mean by sacred unions are people who you have soul contracts with that are coming in, I would say, in the next 6 months. But the caveat to that is to make sure that you are harnessing this solar plexus, your personal power and your truth. And without this other person, you are focusing on you and yourself and your self-love. Because if you're still not embodying some sort of self-love, and you do not have to be perfect to call in a perfect partner, but I feel like a lot of people are on that cusp of like, okay, I've done the work and I'm ready, and so it's coming in, or I'm ready to do the work and I'm ready to be in union and I'm ready to be in community. And like I said, this is not just romantic, this is platonic, this is best friend. Some people are gonna rekindle some best friend relationships, and I say best friend because it seems like there have been this last possible year where things have fallen apart, or maybe you've spent a time in not loneliness, but you've just been kind of cocooning is the word that I want to say. So I love this card for the collective as the first card. This just gives me so much hope, and this card is just beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, so let's move on. So ease and grace. This is also a very creative, higher frequency card. This is telling me whatever you're doing is do it with ease and grace. If you're putting expectations on yourself to have all this stuff figured out like this, like you go to the gym, like if you're like me, you go to the gym 2 days in a row and you're just like, why am I not skinny yet? Like, what the heck? And like want to beat myself up. Oh my gosh, for just, you know, falling off the wagon and getting back off and you know, but that's been my own journey. But I know today, this card is definitely even for me. It's just easy, being easy and easing into whatever you are doing with grace. this is also a higher dimension card to me, and also solar plexus, your personal power, your personal truth, and then all of the oranges also remind me of the sacral. So some of you might be doing solar plexus, sacral cleansing and clearing, or some of you might need to be doing that to help elevate your creativity. Also, this divine light is coming from source and around the crown chakra. I believe our crown, our energetic bodies right now are just being cleansed and cleared if you are doing the work. And you don't have to be spiritual and know all the things and know all the archangels and know all the, you don't have to be doing all of that. But something tells me is that you are ready to be in this realm of, I know there's more out there. I know that I can have some sort of help and support and security and foundation from something that is loving and unconditional, like God, creator, source, higher power, whatever you decide, whatever you call your higher power. If you even have a higher power, because that's okay too. We're all exploring and we're all in different places. So this is telling me that a lot of source energy is coming, and it's coming around us. And then what the hands are telling me also is like they're holding this sacred light and it's flowing. It kind of gives me the whole visual of the waterfalls, and it's transferring, you're going down the river and it's kind of going into this stream. And to me, river energy, water flow through the hands is giving me a lot of very healing vibes. So somebody might resonate with this, but I believe that they are doing healing, or you will be doing healing, energy healing, clearing through your hands. The hands are portals, receiving and giving energy. And then something that I like to do is I give people energy. So if I'm praying for, praying for Yemen, I was in meditation and I'm pulling from light, unconditional love, source, angels, ancestors. I'm calling on all my guides of unconditional love and light, and I'm pulling from source and I'm pushing out that energy, and I'm praying for the country. I'm praying for anybody who is suffering right now, and I'm just pulling from source, because you don't want to pull from your own reserves. We don't have very much, especially if you haven't been doing this for a long time. And you're pulling and you're pushing that energy out. Right? Okay. So whatever is going on next in your life, it is coming. It will come better with ease and grace. If you are trying to force something, that is not the right direction. If you are trying to make something fit, but it doesn't feel good inside in your soul and your spirit, then it doesn't fit. It's not the right thing. Whatever you're doing next, whatever you want to do is going to feel good. Okay? So, the miracle of forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. Oh my goodness. I was just listening to a podcast with Jeremiel. Synchronicity. Okay, I love those. Okay, so thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. This card specifically is forgiveness to yourself. We have to forgive ourselves. And when it comes to forgiveness of self for possibly treating your body bad, or, maybe blowing up a relationship that you thought was a good relationship and maybe you blew it up because self-sabotage, but this card is reminding me, Archangel Jeremiel is the sacred angel of forgiveness. He is they, angels don't have a specific sex, but okay, Archangel Jeremiel wants to come through to give a message. The divine is doing life reviews at this time. Life reviews are very important to see your strengths and your weaknesses. Seeing your strengths and weaknesses written out in front of you is the best way you can gauge in a world where it feels unsafe. You can gauge where you were at versus where you have been. But it does start with forgiveness of self. You have to forgive yourself in order to let the other things that you want in your life to become fruitful. In order to receive, you have to forgive yourself for the past, because the past is no longer part of you. You have to be in your being, and you have to start seeing your light. You have to start seeing your light, and you have to know that the angels, the ancestors, your ancestors, unconditional love and light, and the whole spiritual team, they see you in your highest light. The angels want to remind you today that there is no wrong in their eyes. And we do not have to bring up the subject of if you are making heinous crimes or anything like that. That is another portion of this. Somebody who intentionally hurts will have their life review. This is a question that we know is asked very often. Why do bad things happen to good people? And the answer to this is, it is because you are being made into a higher and better version of yourself. You have to know what you do not want in your life so that you can learn what you deserve in this life. It is the process of forgiveness that will set you free. This process of forgiveness was, if not the hardest lesson that I had to endure. And really, it has only happened in the span of the last few months, where I finally forgave myself for treating myself badly, and simultaneously taking accountability for the things that happened, even when there were bad things that happened to me, because I did have a part. And a lot of people do not want to hear that. A lot of people, it's hard for people to take accountability, and I understand, because you do not want to be thinking that something that happened to you was your fault when it was something that never should have happened. But you have to forgive yourself, not for anybody else. The process of forgiveness sets you free, like Jeremiel said. Sets you free from the old paradigm of what was yourself. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to elevate into a higher realm. We are becoming, we are loving and living, and we can, and we are changing our lives and elevating our frequencies. If you're here right now, if you're still here, that means you are one of the divine. You are one of the ones that wants to make a difference, even if you don't know where to start yet. Just trust that you are in the right place at the right time, and let go of the things that no longer serve you. And it will be easier if you learn how to first forgive yourself and then forgive others, and not necessarily for them. It's not a go get out of jail free card. It's not. I feel like somebody likes Monopoly here, which is weird. Comment if you like Monopoly. I've never really played that game ever in my life, so it's weird. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, yeah, that is a message. Got distracted with Monopoly. It was just I was seeing the little corner piece of get out of jail free card. I don't know. Okay, excuse me. I'm gonna take a drink. Okay. The last card is take a step back. Okay, excuse me. Take a step back. They just want me to take a step back because they want me to read a portion of the miracle of forgiveness. Okay, wow. I flipped right to the page. I love when that happens. Okay, expanded interpret. Okay. The angels know you can give yourself a hard time over past choices. They're shining their light of healing and support on you and encouraging you to forgive yourself and let go of any thoughts of regret or pain. Unforgiving or resentful thoughts, whether towards yourself or anyone else, just become a weight, a drain on your body and mind. Your angels are here to set you free from your past and remind you it doesn't exist. What did I just say? That is crazy. It is a present moment that is real. You are here now. I'm so glad you're here right now. Trust this and allow yourself to move forwards. You are forgiven. Never forget it. There's nothing that you can do, or there's nothing that you have done that cannot be forgiven. When I learned that, when I started working with the angels years ago, and I read, I think I was in one of Kyle Gray's, because I took his angel course, and just the reassurance and the affirmation that angels see you in your highest light. Like, I would be like drunk out of my mind. This is probably a bad story right now, but like I would be drunk out of my mind, and then like I would be like really emotional, and then I would think like, and then like it would be a little float of a feather kind of just in my mind, and the angels would be like, we love you. We don't even see that you're drunk. Like they can't even see us in that state. They just see us, and they see us hurting, and they just want to be there for you. And they want to lift you up. And then if you learn how to work with, these energies of unconditional love and light, they will lift you up when your spirits are low. And that was just like a reminder of like, unhealthy coping mechanisms. You have to forgive yourself for that. It wasn't until I forgave myself where I could honestly repair my relationship with alcohol, because it was just like a shame and guilt cycle. But it wasn't until I forgave myself and, forgave myself for hurting my body and whatnot, that I was able to transmute all of that. So, and then the last part of this is Jeremiel's name means mercy of God. And he is the angel who allows us to look back over our life and gain clarity on where we are today. He is our miracle worker, and he helps us bring the flame of forgiveness into our hearts so we can move forwards in a more fearless and powerful way. You can invoke his presence by visualizing his bright yellow, orange, and gold aura surrounding you. So, if you are having a hard time with this concept, just imagine. I want you to close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, and you're just gonna imagine that the sun, yellow, gold light is surrounding you. And sometimes I like to do that with my hands, just like I'm in an egg. That's how I like to describe it, your aura. I'm in an egg, and it's gold, and it's yellow. And thank you, Jeremiel, for coming in and helping me transmute this forgiveness, or helping me figure out a way that I can forgive myself, or that I can forgive this person for doing this, or where do I need to give myself or give more forgiveness to somebody. Help me to have the spirit, the open-mindedness of change, because I want to change, I want to forgive, I want to learn, I want to be better, I want to elevate, and I want to let go, and I don't want to be my past. I just want to be here and now. Something like that. And now we take a step back, and this angel is so beautiful. I love this card. It says, thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. Wowzers. Okay. It just ties in this whole thing. I get so much energy from the angels. They're just so sweet. I just, ooh, I get so excited. Okay. Excuse me. I believe that the miracle of forgiveness will help you take a step back, but also take a step into whatever it is you want to do next. It was kind of like we were saying with when you forgive yourself, you allow other energies to kind of start circulating, to start giving you some power. Now we're powering up our car. I don't know why I'm cranking, like, you know, I don't know. I was thinking of like one of those little paddle boats where you're just like, okay, like, yeah, you just paddle with your feet. So it's like kind of like a crank. Okay. Take a step back. Sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. So this Mercury retrograde and I was just like, you want me to do what? You want me to do a reading? I can't even get my words out. It's been like a whole month. Like I just like I was just speaking in a whole nother language that I don't even know, just gibberish. Okay, taking a step back. Step 1 is forgiveness. Step 2 is ease and grace, and those are interchangeable. Easing and having grace for yourself. Easing, starting to write down what you really want, getting clear, forgiving yourself, and then taking another step back, figuring out, okay, is there anything else that I need to do around forgiveness? No? Okay, well then let me start writing down what really excites me, what really gets my biscuits burning. Biscuits burning? I don't know, that was not, okay, that was dumb. Okay. I feel like this is it. This is the message, okay? Take a step back, okay? Okay, read from the book. Got it. Let me just stop talking. Try to just airtime in my airhead right now. Take a step back. Sorry. I think I'm gonna start picking cards before I do this, because my brain just goes into left field, and then we're going for a home run, which is baseball to football to, I don't know any hockey references, but see, take a step back. All right. The angels are guiding you to take a step back from any harsh energies or situations in your life. Yes, harsh energies, meaning the unforgiveness, the guilt, the shame, the unworthiness, right? You're being encouraged to remember that you are a sensitive being, and if you're around harsh energies, you will pick them up. That is important. I teach about auras, and a lot of our auras have been getting smaller. If you've never worked in energy or any of this, if you're new to this, then you probably may not even know what an aura is, but we all have an auric field, and it's an energy field that surrounds us. But the more harshness, the more adversity, the more trials and tribulations, and all the negative people, places, and things, your aura gets smaller and smaller. And some people right now in this world, unfortunately, don't even have auras. So, but when you start learning and you start growing and building and forgiving yourself and easing and gracing into your purpose, then your aura starts repairing itself, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And then we're not perfect, we're human beings. Sometimes we're gonna fall, and that doesn't mean your aura gets smaller, but that means that maybe this time the situation that you put yourself in again, or whatever happened, whatever the situation may be, it's so much easier for you to, get back on the wagon, right? So if you feel that there are certain people, places, or situations in your world that don't resonate with where you are right now, take a step back from them. Yes. You cannot have this angelic, this is like, this is my divine partner. That's my man. Like, you cannot have that if you are not taking a step back from the toxic man that you are with, okay? This can include family and friends that you no longer resonate with. It is perfectly fine to start setting your boundaries. And this is another one of the things that I'll be teaching in my program. And I do have a free ebook that I had made also. It is called Purposeless to Purposeful. And it's an awakening guide, super simple, real fast ebook that I can send you if you want to. Just email me at devotedtothejourney@gmail.com and I will send it to you. It's free. Okay. Expanded. Okay. Don't need to say that. If you're jumping into a new project at this time, you're being encouraged to take a step back. It's Mercury retrograde. Take a step back. Okay. And if you're seeing this and it's not Mercury retrograde, still take a step back, because what did I say earlier in the reading? You want to learn discernment, which is also what I teach in my program. Discernment from what feels good, what your brain thinks feels good, and what actually feels good. And then because maybe windshield wipers, we want to wipe that away. That doesn't feel good at all anymore. But you're like, I just worked on this for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I worked so hard to get this degree, and I'm sitting in this corporate job and I hate my life. Okay? Take a step back, right? Take a step back. Why did I really do this? Was it for the money? Because if it was just for the money, it's not a good enough reason if it's not your passion. And that's not to say that your corporate job isn't fulfilling, because it could 100% be exactly what you want to do. But on the contrary, maybe it's the person that you're hanging out with that's making you go back into the cycle of where you lost your way, and where you know that you had worked through that forgiveness, shame, guilt cycle. Yeah, it's hard. I understand. Oof. That's a story for another day. I'm sure I'll be talking about it on my vlog sometime, but I'm just letting you know. I understand, sister, brother, friend, family, whoever you are. And the angels are encouraging you to slow down and to reassess the situation in your heart. And this says and mind, but I want you to focus on what you feel in your heart, not what is in your mind. I want you to start focusing on what your heart is saying and not what your brain is saying, okay? Because your brain's trying to protect you, the ego. I don't know I just have to slap my ego. Shut up. That's what I tell my ego all the time. Like, literally, still at least 5 times a day. I get up and the first thing I think, bad thought. Excuse me, ego. Shut the up. It's like, I've been up for 5 minutes, dude. So I have to do that all the time, okay? All right, so the angels are encouraging you to slow down and to reassess the situation in your heart and not mind. I want you to focus on your heart in this scenario with this forgiveness stuff. Before you're proceeding any further, step back and allow things to develop naturally and without force. What did I say earlier? Ease and grace. I love when things get tied together. Okay. Everything will happen at the right time. Trust. That in my current season, trust falling is what I'm doing. And I'm just like, I want to hold on. But no. I have to remind myself, slap my ego away, remind myself again, I'm trust falling with the universe, because I know I am supported, guided, loved, protected. And when I do that, surrender, when I trust, and in this season, I feel like for a lot of us, it is about trust falling. And like, especially in the spiritual realm, you're just like, okay, I can't see y'all. Maybe not yet. I can't hear you. maybe not yet. Actually, to be clairaudient, oof, I've had my clairaudient moments, and I'm just like, ugh, nobody talk to me. It's scary. Sometimes it's scary, but yeah, my guides know not to. They know to give me messages before they start speaking to me, and I'm just like, am I schizophrenic? No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. So thank you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and leave me a comment. Tell me what resonated with you. Tell me if you just hated it, if you want to. Or you can find me on those things right there. I'm really excited to be here. I'm so excited that I am doing this. This is my trust fall, because did I ever think I was going to be on camera? No, sir. No, sir. No, no, no. But here I am. I'm stepping into my purpose, okay? It's not for just me, because YouTube is free. Okay. Love you. The divine loves you. You were so guided, supported, loved, and I am a psychic medium. I do all these sessions individually and personally. I love to do them live. I don't love when readers like record stuff, and I love to do them live, but also I am very flexible. So just tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I can do for you, okay? Love you. I'm gonna clear us now. We're gonna take a deep breath. Sometimes I just like to just be extra. I dropped my little stick. Okay. Bye, loves.